ready to do a morning activity. You have to wait, Mama, okay?
There's apples in here with water.
Yes. So we have apples in our bowl. And apples starts with the letter what?
A.
You said A, babe? No soap. You just wash it in the water. So the first thing I'm going to do is allow each girl to wash one apple off and then dry it with the paper towel. Okay? We're going to start with Breland. Go ahead and when you wash the apple, you're going to hold one. You're going to rub it off with your hands and then take it and dry it off with your paper towel. Yes. You're going to get a turn, Mama. Okay, go ahead and take it out. Chloe, go ahead and wash your apple off. Here, babe.
It has to be all clean. This one's the biggest apple. Wow.
Dry it off.
Dry.
Okay, let's go, Chloe.
Now my turn.
Now it's Audrey's turn.
My apple. I gotta wash mine now.
Okay, once you dry it off, dry your hands off. Audrey, ma'am, paper towel, please. Thank you. Good, baby. Hey, you dry your apple off? Say apple.
There's only one apple left.
There is one apple left, and that is for who?
Mommy. No.
Apple.
Mommy.
Okay? So, yes, Mama, you have to wait, baby. Bailey is so excited to eat her apple.
Me too.
All right, so we have what on the table? Apples. We're going to spell apple, and I want you guys to repeat after me. Ready? A, P, P, L, E. Okay? Now let's sound it out. A, P, ooh. Okay? Apple. All right? One more time. We're going to spell it again. And if you guys are watching on the live video, you guys can spell it with us. Are you guys ready again?
Yes.
This time we're going to say it all together. Ready?
1, 2,
A,
P,
P, L, E. Yes. I see. That was 5 letters. So we have 5 letters in the word apple, and apple starts with the letter A. Now, can everybody show their apple to the camera?
My apple's
Yes.
very clean.
What color is our apple?
Red.
Red. Yes, I see some yellow
And green.
and a little bit of green.
Do you like this how green is green?
It is.
You can't eat that.
What shape is your apple?
Like a ball.
It does look like a ball. So I guess we would say it's kind of round, but it can stand up, right? Can your apple stand up?
Mine can stand up. Look at people.
Yep, people stand up. So our apples are well balanced.
But they don't have legs.
They don't have legs. But if you see at the bottom, it has, I don't know what it's called, but at the bottom you can see the ripples in it that helps it even out so that it stands up on its own.
I like something in the apple, the meat.
You like the meat in the apple?
When I eat it,
Not yet. We're not eating it. Okay. All right. So we had our apples, and if you guys are joining us, wait, Bailey, then you guys can grab an apple too, because this is what we'll be talking about today. And this week our letter is A. Right, girls? Okay. So now we're going to get to the fun part, which is cutting. But before we get to cutting the apple, who can tell me what this is that I'm holding?
Apple.
It is an apple, but what part am I holding of the apple?
The stem.
The stem. Good job. Can you guys hold your apples by the stem?
It's gonna slip off.
Well, if you hold it tight, it's not going to slip.
I can't slip.
Let's see if we can hold it for 10 seconds. Put your apples down.
Thank you, Daddy.
If you guys have your apples, I want want you to grab it by the stem. We're going to see who can hold on the longest and count to 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mine was about to slip
It
off.
was about to slip. Well, good thing you counted to 10. You were holding yours tight. So, Miss Alicia is going to twist her stem and pull it off. Ooh. There we go.
I need help.
Okay.
Because every time I put it, my hands get sweaty.
It gets sweaty.
Is
There you go.
Ow! I did it.
All right. So we have our stems out. Now I am going to cut my apple in half. Can you guys say half?
Like a baby.
Not like a baby. But when you cut it in half, before I cut it in half, how many pieces of apple do I have? How many pieces of apple do I have?
5.
No. How many apples is this in my hand?
1.
It's going to stay on the floor now. 1. So I have 1 apple.
This is like a candy apple.
It does look like a candy
I
apple,
don't like
but we have to wait. When we make candy apples, you have to put it in food coloring and let it get hard. No, thank you. You had your apple. So, the girl said that this is 1, right? 1 apple. I'm going to cut my apple 1 time.
Now I see my favorite part, the meat.
It is. Now, how many apples do I have?
2.
Or how many pieces? 2. So I cut it in half and it made how many? 2.
I do not
Okay?
like the seed.
Now, when we cut the apple in half, you see the meat, which is what Breland loves, and you can see the seeds. Can you see the seeds?
Yeah, I do not like the seed.
You don't like the seeds? I don't like the seeds in the apple either. So this is what the inside of an apple looks like. I'm going to cut the girls' apples and let them observe their own pieces. Now, remember, when you have 1 and you cut it in half, you get 2.
Are we going to eat it now?
You are going to eat it, but not yet. I just want you to look at your apple so that we can learn the pieces or the parts of the apple.
Oh, you're just going to look at it?
It's okay, baby. Okay?
Relax.
Do you see the seeds?
That's funny.
And do you see the meat?
Yeah. You're the auntie.
Okay?
I can feel it. It's very dry.
All right.
That's so loud.
So everybody's apple is now cut into half. And half means 2.
I still see the skin.
Now, if I take my 2 pieces and cut these into half, how many pieces do you think I will have next? 2 again? 4. Because 2 and 2 is 4.
I got your mommy.
Right? Alright. So, now we have 2 pieces and 2 pieces.
When I put it
Right?
together, it's still the apple.
Yes.
Is that to mine? I still got mine piece.
Right.
Mine is the apple still. Mine is the apple.
It is an apple. You have your 2 pieces. You put them together and make 1. Right?
And then
Now,
one apple.
how many pieces do I have? How many slices of apple do I have now?
Oh, that's my favorite.
4.
That's my favorite.
Okay? So I cut the apple into half again, and we have 4 slices. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mommy, I just put it together. I'm holding it.
Yes. So, when you cut it in half, or you cut it 1 time, you make 2 slices. Then, when you cut it again for a second time, you get 4 slices. So now I'm going to cut the girls' apples so that they can have 4 slices too.
I only have 1 slice. Me too. No, I'm not cut that. I only have 1 apple.
Yes, everybody has 1 apple. We're just cutting the apple into pieces. Bailey, you ate your apple and then you threw it in the trash, Mama. So you're going to have to wait until Mom is done.
Ow. Look at my hand. The paper towel broke down. It's okay. Okay. Because
Now, what letter does apple start with?
A.
A. Let's spell apple again. A. P. P. L. E. Apple.
It kind of looks like a pizza. I'm looking at the pizza.
Bailey. Girl. Yeah. See, that's what happens. You're supposed to wait so that I can cut it some more, Mama. All right. So now that we've cut everybody's apple, how many pieces or slices does everybody have?
4.
4, right?
I still got 1.
Now, everybody can take 1 slice of their apple. I want you to bite it and tell me how it tastes.
It's hard.
It is juicy. Try not to talk with food in your mouth. So taste it, and then when you're done eating it, then you can tell me how it tastes.
My apple pulled it a little bit. It's just juicy.
It
Actually,
tastes juicy.
The seed tastes good because I ate it.
You ate a seed? I think the seed was right there, but a lot of ours didn't have seeds in them. They only had like 1. But don't eat the seeds, okay, guys?
She ate the seed again.
Babe, yours is right here, Mama. You're taking too many. Watch your hands, please, babe. Here. You're welcome.
Do we eat the whole one?
Just eat 1 slice for right now. And you guys are talking about how it tastes. So Audrey says it tastes juicy. What else does it taste like?
Sour.
It tastes sour. Does anybody's taste sweet?
Yes, mine tastes very
Yours tastes very sweet.
Mine tastes like juicy and rainbow.
It tastes like juicy rainbows.
Yeah.
Can you give me a thumbs up if you like your apple?
And guess what? Mine tastes like candy apple.
It tastes like candy apple.
Mommy?
We're going to have to try to make candy apples one day.
Mommy,
Yes.
do you know candy apples got chocolate and sprinkles?
Yes, some of them have chocolate, some of them have sprinkles, some of them have peanuts,
Mine's sweet now.
some of them have caramel. You okay? All right. So, we said that our apple tastes juicy, it tastes sour, and it tastes sweet.
Mommy.
Audrey also said it tastes like rainbows. So I think that's a very, very good explanation because hers tastes really good to her.
Mine tastes like
If
rainbow.
you guys are trying your apples with us, let us know how your apple tastes in the comments below. And you can also let us know what your favorite color apple is. Mine is green. Breland's is yellow and Chloe's is red. You guys can go ahead and taste another apple. And while they're tasting their apples, we're going to talk about what the apple looked like. We said that it was round, like a circle, but it can stand up because it was well balanced. We also said that our apples were red, they had a little bit of yellow, and they had a little bit of green inside of them.
Oh.
This week, since we're talking about the letter A, we decided to explore our apples with our 5 senses. Now, speaking of 5 senses, when you touch the outside of the apple, what does it feel like?
Soft.
It feels soft. Can you guys say smooth?
Smooth.
Are you okay, Breland?
It's actually smooth up.
It is. So the outside of the apple is smooth, it's soft, and sometimes
It's
if it's
hard.
it is hard. If you put it in the fridge, it can be cold, and if you leave it out, it can be room temperature or warm. Now,
I can't even smush it.
is the outside of the apple dry or wet?
Dry.
Dry. Now, touch the inside of the apple. Is the inside of the apple dry or wet?
I like the skin.
You do? Good. The inside or the meat, I'm sorry you guys, the meat of the apple is wet. The outside or the skin of the apple is dry. Now, the inside of the apple also is hard. It is wet, but when you bite into it, it becomes soft. What noise do you hear when you eat the apple? Crunchy. You eat your apple?
And it's juicy.
It is juicy. So when we eat our apple, sometimes you can hear yourself bite into it, and you can hear sometimes when you're slurping all of the juice.
Mine tastes like apple juice.
It tastes like apple juice?
Mine too.
Well, this is how you make apple juice. You get apples. I'm pretty sure they cut all the skin off, and they mash it all up and juice it. You got apple juice and applesauce. Do you guys like applesauce?
Applesauce.
Yes, Bailey loves applesauce. If you guys like applesauce, give us a thumbs up or let us know in the comments below.
The apples give you applesauce and the apples give you apple juice.
They do.
I have an
Now,
apple now.
we talked about what the apples look like. Hold on, Audrey. We talked about what they feel like. We talked about what they taste like. Now we're going to talk about what they smell like. Can you guys smell one of your apples? What does it smell like?
My apple juice.
It smells like apple juice.
Mine smells like seeds.
It smells like seeds. It smells fresh, huh? Some apples smell very fresh. They don't really have a strong smell, but you can smell the freshness of the apple or the dirtiness of the apple if you're picking it straight off of the tree. And that's why we wash our apples. You're welcome, baby.
Because it was on the tree and it fell off on the street because the street is dirty.
Yep, the street is dirty. And if they're on the farm and they fall on the ground, those are dirty as well. And in the grocery store, because a lot of people are touching them. So you have to make sure that you wash all of your fruits, your vegetables, and any food that you get ready to prepare.
Even when the apple falls off the tree in the farm and in the grass is dirty too.
It is dirty.
Mommy, I ate the whole thing.
You did eat the whole thing.
Why?
We also talked about what our apple sounds like. Now, you don't really hear apples when they fall off the tree, but sometimes if you pick the apples, you'll be able to hear the plucking noise coming off of the branch. I hope you guys enjoyed our little mini video. This is one of our morning activities that we did today. We are exploring apples with our 5 senses. That means we tasted it, we smelled it, we touched it, we listened to it. Yeah?
Auntie just ate a bug seed.
Don't eat the seeds, Mama. Okay?
She didn't know.
Alright. Okay, so then don't say that she ate it. She did it by mistake, Chloe. We're getting ready to enjoy the rest of our apples. We had apple pie yesterday, or was it yesterday? The day before yesterday. And if you guys stay tuned, we might have something else special for you guys
This
this
one doesn't
weekend.
have a seed in it.
It doesn't have a seed. That one is good. Alright, we're getting ready to go. We hope to see you guys later. Thank you for watching.
Bye. Now all of our. Well, I don't. This apple doesn't have